everyone. This is Leah Serenity Rose, and I am here to talk about something very specific that I have noticed. Um, like that I noticed in the Super Mario Galaxy movie, and this is a very interesting one. It's basically a Super Mario movies analysis, and basically, I've kind of noticed the Super Mario Galaxy movie that the plot is very similar to its predecessor. Um, and of course, before I even get started on this video, keep in mind that the time and recording of this character analysis is I will be going into spoilers for the Super Mario Galaxy movie, so you have been warned spoilers ahead. Um, and basically, what I mean by the Super Mario Galaxy movie, and the plot being very similar to its predecessor, is where one sibling saves the other. In the first movie, it was Mario saving his brother Luigi, and in the Galaxy movie, it was Peach saving her sister Rosalina. So basically how I'm going to do this is my very first like analysis video. So keep this in mind. Um, so basically Brotherhood and Sisterhood. Um, so basically in both films, they show how similar they are in showcasing the brotherhood between Mario and Luigi and the sisterhood between Peach and Rosalina. Yeah, spoilers. Peach and Rosalina in the movie universe are sisters. Um, and what I mean by this is that from what I've noticed, and this is examples that I see from both films is that in the first movie, example one is Mario and Luigi were always together ever since they were young and showcases how much they mean to each other because of their bond as brothers, as shown when they were kids. And they showcase a flashback where Mario having to defend his younger brother Luigi from a bully showcases how much Mario loves his brother Luigi. So it really goes back all the way to when they were, kids or babies, you know. And what's interesting on the other side of that coin with sisterhood for Peach and Rosalina was that they were only together for a short time when they were young. Um, so and what's interesting about this in the Galaxy movie is that basically the lore is that they were both made out of stardust. They don't really go into detail about this. So basically, the premise is that until one day, like they were together until one day an unknown enemy wanted to use their cosmic powers for evil. So Rosalina had to send her younger sister away for her protection to protect Peach from the unknown enemy. We don't know who this enemy is. It was never even stated. So keep this in mind. Which is a huge stark contrast to Mario and Luigi, who were always in each other's lives since they were babies. Example two is that in the first movie, when Mario and Luigi get separated from each other and Luigi gets kidnapped by Bowser, Mario shows his unwavering loyalty to protect his younger brother like he always has. His determination showcases how he and his brother um are always there for each other in the tough times. And what I mean by this is like examples from the first movie that I've noticed is that obviously there's like a moment where Mario and Luigi are at the family dinner, with their family. And obviously their father said, like, I think you're nuts. Like you don't leave a steady job to leave a dream. And obviously this gets Mario really annoyed and frustrated, and he just leaves like the family dinner, to go to their room. And what Luigi does is that he showcases also his loyalty to his brother, where he cheers him up, and he's like, right after their dad pretty much says that you're bringing your what's worse is that you're bringing your brother down with you, which really hurts. And Luigi literally tries to cheer Mario up and saying, um you're not bringing me down. And then he's like, it's like, what do they know? Right? So that's what he was that's what and I love that. Like it really showcases their brotherhood, how much they love each other. I think that's just beautiful. Um and in the second movie, Aluma arrives at Peach's castle asking for her help to save her mommy, Rosalina. Peach, although at this point in the movie had like no memory of her sister Rosalina, but she still jumped at the chance to save the missing princess, even though she wasn't fully aware that Rosalina was her long lost older sister. But Peach still had the strong determination to save Rosalina without, having the full picture memory of her older sister, which also, in a way, showcasing her unwavering loyalty and duty to save her sister, even though she didn't remember at that moment in time. Example number three, like at the climax of the first film, when the wedding is taking place, obviously Luigi has been taken prisoner, and they're being like lowered down, Luigi and other prisoners were being lowered down to the lava as a sacrifice as said by Bowser in her honor. Luigi's trying to hold on when the prisoners were being pulled up, and Luigi almost falls into the lava until Mario comes in last minute wearing the Tanuki suit and saved him. Mario again showcases how much his brother Luigi means to him and says, "We'll be all right as long as we're together." And I think that's just very beautiful. And what's interesting is that this was brought up again when Luigi uses a trash can lid to block Bowser's fire attack. It reiterates nothing can hurt us as long as we're together. Um, which leads to them both harnessing the power of the superstar together, and we're able to defeat Bowser together, as that is what the first movie was showcasing, the theme that nothing can hurt us as long as we're together. It really showcases their brotherhood. And I think that's one of the strengths of the first movie, and meanwhile, in the second film, like as I reiterate, Peach didn't remember her sister at all. But once, they actually end up going to the actual you know, s- observatory, Peach actually goes into like I guess the library, I guess, or place where, where Rosalina reads the storybooks. So Peach reads the storybook and she finally fully regains her full memories when she reads the story. And that's where Peach finally remembers that she and Rosalina are sisters, and she remembered the sacrifice, that her older sister Rosalina did for her. And I think that was very, very beautiful. It's like a beautiful touch that, in a way, Peach and Luigi remember the sacrifices their older sibling had done for them. And I think like it's such a great parallel. Like both movies have really showcased their two sides of the same coin. And I think obviously in the second film, obviously to reiterate, um obviously Peach goes to save Rosalina while Mario holds off Bowser and Bowser Jr. And Peach, the memory hits her that she couldn't open the glass hatch. Obviously, it was too powerful and it was absorbing Rosalina's like cosmic powers, and she was obviously very weak at that point. But Peach remembered that when she and her sister Rosalina put their hands together, their powers literally bring life to the planet. So what Peach like asks her, she tells Rosalina to try and reach out to her so they can break her out of the glass hatch. And even though Rosalina felt very weak from her cosmic powers being absorbed, she still reached to touch Peach's hand, and with their combined powers, were able to free Rosalina from the glass hatch and showcase their bond as sisters and their connection through their cosmic powers. Um, and of course, Rosalina and Peach hug, and Rosalina said she knew that her sister would come to help her and tell her how proud she is of her. And it really showcases that even though they weren't together for most of their lives, they never stopped caring about each other, no matter how far away they were from each other. So, this is what I noticed in both of these movies, and I think it's really, really cool, that they did this cool parallel between brotherhood and sisterhood. And basically, in both cases, Mario and Peach both have the desire to save their siblings. Um, with Mario and Luigi, it was brotherhood that they've always been together their whole lives and can count on each other when the going gets tough. Um, and they really showcase it very well. And meanwhile, with Peach and Rosalina, although they were separated for most of their lives, Peach managed to find her way back to her sister, and Rosalina knew she could count on her sister to comfort her even when the going gets tough. So it's like an interesting two sides of the same coin, but like in different like scenarios. And basically, it's like like they really like to showcase the theme of nothing can hurt us as long as we're together. um, and it's showcasing two, like I said, showcasing two sides of the same coin, brotherhood and sisterhood in different ways. Because brotherhood and sisterhood, um, they may be completely different bonds, but the movies, both of these movies really show how very similar they are. Um, and it's basically one sibling relationship that's been forged ever since they were babies, and another sibling relationship that, even though they weren't together their entire lives, um, they managed to find a way back to each other, through their shared connection of cosmic energy. And like I said, they don't really explain how Peach and Rosalina were made from Stardust. I can't even answer that question for you. But I love that both of these films really showcase those types of sibling relationships, and it's a very beautiful message. And to me, I think it's very beautiful message to showcase to your audience. And that is pretty much the end of my analysis about Mario movies showcasing two sides of the same coin, like brotherhood and sisterhood. This is like my very first like review. So, um, and well, not review, but analysis video that I've noticed, and I wanted to like get that out. So I want to thank you all for like tuning in because I really enjoyed like even though like I said in my Galaxy movie review recently, it's not a perfect film. Like these films are not perfect, but they really showcase the theme of like brotherhood and sisterhood, like I think pretty well in both films, and that's what I enjoy about it. Like something that you can have your audience relate to, and I think it's very beautiful. So yeah, that's the end of my analysis video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on that bell notifications for upcoming live stream and video content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.